And this was built in 1937.
If these walls could talk, the stories they might tell.
These are all my grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I love them all.
The complex tapestry of one woman's life well lived.
So I live here by myself.
Making it on her own after her husband died. Betty Morse moved into this tiny Ocean Beach cottage back in the late 80s. She needed a place she could afford. The rent back then, a little more than $100.
It was a beautiful place to live, so you could walk to the ocean and watch the sunset, you know, at night, which I did all the time.
Now a fixture in the neighborhood, she's even hosted the mayor and his mother.
She said, Kevin, I want a picture of Betty with you. And he said, okay, Mom. And he came over to the step and she said, she's very unsteady on her feet. Kevin, don't let her fall.
During her 30 years here, Betty says she's never had a problem with the rental. No real complaints or maintenance needs. The rent always paid on time. That's a trait Betty picked up from the one man she's ever loved.
Before he died, when he was in ICU, he had a tube, but he wrote, don't forget to pay the rent.
This year, Betty says she was asked to sign a new rental agreement, but her family had some disagreements with a couple of changes made by the landlord. They say after a few back and forths with their attorney, this arrived, a 90-day notice terminating her tenancy.
Where do you go if you can't stay here?
I don't know. I don't know who will rent to me because in 2 months I'll be 99. And they're not going to be happy to rent an apartment.
Betty's using Section 8 federal housing assistance to help cover the rent. She says she waited 12 years for that help.
You know,
The termination notice says the owner is electing to opt out of the Section 8 program. They want to renovate the unit and then rent it at a higher rental value, market rate.
They clearly state on their 90-day notice that their just cause is because they don't want to cooperate with Section 8.
Pamela Macias runs an eviction solutions company. She's working with Betty and her family to try and keep her in her home.
She's even willing to pay market rent, and just for no reason at all, they want her out.
The San Diego Housing Commission says there are more than 6,000 landlords participating in the Section 8 program. Most don't usually stop, but it does happen. At the moment, landlords are not required to accept tenants who receive Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher rental assistance. However, that is changing next summer. The San Diego City Council passed new protections, saying landlords cannot decline a tenant based only on the household receiving rental assistance.
It opens large opportunities for our clients to receive assistance and utilize their voucher in the city of San Diego. It allows our clients to maintain affordable housing and find affordable housing.
It will help others, but at this point, not Betty. She does have a place to stay. Betty can move in with her kids, but nearing the century mark, she worries about being a burden.
but I don't want to be in a nursing home either, you know. I still want to be independent.
This little place by the beach that fits Betty so well was supposed to be her last stop.
See, I figured that I've now lived a wonderful life in Ocean Beach, and I want to live and die here, you know. Because I feel so comfortable here. It's my little house. It's all